The American dairy industry is facing a massive existential crisis as consumption plummets and independent laboratory testings reveal a horrifying reality hiding behind the wholesome farmhouse image. While multi-billion-dollar dairy conglomerates pocket massive profits, government investigations and shocking. Today we are exposing 8 major U.S. milk brands sold in every supermarket across America that you must immediately eliminate from your routine. Every single claim is meticulously backed by public court documents, independent laboratory analysis, or verified corporate whistleblowers. Let us begin with the ultimate premium deception, Fairlife. Fairlife has captured grocery store shelves by storm, marketing itself as an ultra-filtered, high-protein health miracle perfect for the fitness-focused consumer. But this premium wellness illusion was completely shattered when investigative animal rights groups and explosive lawsuits exposed the company for horrific, systemic animal abuse and deep corporate negligence at their flagship supplying farms. Independent chemical analysis further horrified consumers by detecting alarming levels of microplastics floating inside the milk fluids, a direct byproduct of heavy industrial processing and continuous contact with. Because the FDA allows massive loopholes regarding the tracking of microplastics in liquid foods, this multi-billion-dollar brand, owned by the Coca-Cola Company, continues to hide behind slick packaging while charging. If you are drinking Fairlife to optimize your health, you are essentially paying premium prices for a clinical liquid experiment that treats consumer trust like an absolute afterthought. Next up is the biggest organic giant in America, Horizon Organic. Horizon markets itself as the golden standard of pure, pasture-raised organic dairy, using cute cartoon cows on its bright red boxes to signal wholesome values. But federal investigators and independent agricultural watchdogs completely exposed this illusion, revealing that Horizon was sourcing massive amounts of its milk from industrial mega dairies where thousands of cows were confined to barren dirt lots instead of open grazing pastures. Testing revealed that this confinement drastically lowered the beneficial nutrients in the milk while intensifying the risk of bacterial contamination. Because current weak USDA regulations allow corporate loopholes regarding the exact number of days a cow must graze outside, Horizon legalizes this industrial cutting of corners while charging hard-working families nearly $7. Paying top dollar for Horizon is the ultimate marketing trap. You are not buying authentic pasture-raised purity, you are buying basic industrial milk wrapped in a corporate fairy tale. Third on our list is a household budget staple, Great Value Milk. Sold in every Walmart across the nation, this brand positions itself as the affordable, family-friendly jug designed to keep your family healthy without breaking the bank. However, consumer safety lawsuits and independent testing bodies have repeatedly flagged supermarket white-label brands like Great Value for sourcing milk from intensive factory farms that heavily rely on routine antibiotic usage to keep sick cows producing. This continuous overuse of medication creates a hazardous environment that risks fueling antibiotic-resistant superbugs right in your kitchen. Because federal laws do not force grocery chains to print the exact origin or sourcing history of their store brand milk, Walmart exploits this lack of transparency to the maximum degree. Paying $3 to $4 for a jug of Great Value is not a smart household saving, it is a direct investment in a broken, low-grade industrial byproduct that values massive retail volume over basic human health. Let us move forward to the heritage brand of the West Coast, Borden Milk. Borden uses its famous, smiling mascot Elsie the cow to project a comforting image of a traditional, family-owned American dairy legacy. But behind that historical heritage lies a dark reality of catastrophic corporate bankruptcies and severe quality control failures that forced the historic company into massive financial restructuring. Investigative reports highlighted that the private equity firms controlling the brand continuously cut production costs, leading to multiple recalls due to potential spoilage and inadequate pasteurization processing. Because the FDA only monitors production facilities on an irregular, case-by-case basis, corporate owners can easily cut vital factory staff while keeping the same smiling mascot on the shelf. Borden treats consumer safety like a secondary business expense, charging you premium brand prices for a declining, factory-engineered liquid that has absolutely nothing to do with traditional American farming. If you are finding this investigative data valuable, please hit that subscribe button right now to stay informed about which major supermarket brands are actually worth your. Let us move forward to a massive regional favorite, Organic Valley. Organic Valley aggressively markets itself as an independent cooperative of small family farms dedicated to saving the planet and delivering clean, chemical-free nutrition. But this wholesome green illusion faced severe scrutiny when independent consumer advocacy groups launched class action lawsuits alleging that multiple products within the Organic Valley lineup tested positive for toxic. The lawsuit detailed that these toxic contaminants enter the milk through contaminated ground soil, industrial waste fertilizers, and chemical packaging plastics used during mass production. Because current agricultural laws lack strict federal limits for forever chemicals in consumer dairy, massive cooperatives can legally distribute these contaminated batches without putting a single warning on the label. Organic Valley charges a massive premium of up to $8 per carton for this organic image, forcing you to pay top dollar prices for a product that risks introducing toxic industrial chemicals into your bloodstream. Moving to our sixth offender, Hood Milk. Hood positions itself as the premier New England dairy leader, boasting advanced light-blocked bottles designed to protect the flavor and essential nutrients of your milk. However, independent food safety watchdogs have repeatedly exposed the brand for utilizing milk sourced from cows injected with recombinant bovine growth hormone, a synthetic drug used to force cows into. Clinical studies across the globe have linked the consumption of milk from growth hormone-treated cows to elevated levels of insulin-like growth factor, raising significant health red flags that have caused this chemical to be completely banned across Europe and Canada. Because powerful corporate dairy lobbies successfully pressured the FDA into making growth hormone disclosure entirely voluntary, Hood can legally hide this synthetic chemical manipulation behind their sleek, light. Hood charges a heavy premium for this engineered consistency, delivering a chemical cocktail that treats your family's daily nutrition like a corporate profit margin. Our seventh brand to avoid is the popular national brand, Nesquik Milk. Sourced and manufactured by the global conglomerate Nestlé, Nesquik uses playful, bright packaging and beloved cartoon characters to capture the hearts and minds of young children. But independent nutritional analysis reveals a horrifying truth: these flavored milk bottles are absolutely saturated with up to 30 grams of added high-fructose corn syrup and artificial chemical coloring agents, essentially turning. These mega-corporations exploit the regulatory reality that allow them to market extreme sugar overloads directly to children by masking the health risks under a fortified with vitamins public label. Nestlé charges premium prices for these tiny, grab-and-go plastic bottles, translating into a massive financial harvest for them while delivering metabolic confusion and insulin crashes straight to the youth of America. Finally, we must expose the most deceptive alternative on the dairy aisle: Silk milk. Silk has successfully convinced millions of health-conscious consumers that transitioning to their plant-based almond and soy milks is a clean, natural choice for a healthy lifestyle. But independent laboratory testing highlights a dark, highly processed reality. These plant milks are heavily reliant on synthetic chemical thickeners like Ghethland gum, industrial emulsifiers, and massive amounts of undisclosed natural flavors manufactured in private laboratories to mimic real dairy texture. These mega-corporations aggressively exploit the legal loophole that allows them to use the word natural on products that are heavily manipulated with industrial additives and cheap chemical stabilizing mixtures. Silk charges premium prices for what is essentially a carton of filtered water, synthetic thickeners, and highly processed seed extracts, proving that their green, clean marketing is a complete illusion designed to protect yourself from these industrial traps. You must learn how to spot clean products. First, look for certifications like 100% grass-fed or certified humane, which strictly guarantee that the cows were raised under rigorous natural conditions without toxic chemical confinements. Second, avoid any brand that lists complex stabilizers, added sugars, or vague industrial additives on the ingredient deck, as clean milk should only ever contain milk. Third, choose local, non-homogenized dairy from verified transparent farms that willingly publish their testing data. True performance comes from transparent ingredients, not corporate secrecy. Vote with your wallet and force the industry to change, because at the end of the day, food and beverages should fuel you, not fool you. Remember, the truth isn't always on the label.